Hey guys, it's Kelly, the Yummy Mama. I don't even know where to start with this. Well, first of all, I just need to say everything's fine with the baby. It's nothing wrong there. But I just got some bad news yesterday, and I'm still just really upset. Like, I'm trying not to cry because I cried so much yesterday. Okay. I got a letter from my midwife. Well, actually, I want to back up a little bit. The day before yesterday, I talked to Eli, banging on the wall. Talked to my midwife, or talked to the doula that I had for Eli's birth, and she's excited to help me with this one. Well, actually, I emailed her. I didn't actually speak to her at that point, but she had said that she's like, we really need to talk because I heard that the doctor that your midwife works with doesn't do VBACs anymore. And I was like, okay. I didn't really think too much of it because I knew that my midwife was the one doing the VBAC, not the doctor. So I was like, what difference does it make if he doesn't do them anymore? Well, I got my answer yesterday in the mail. I got a letter saying that we regret to inform you, kind of deal, that the doctor no longer does VBACs, therefore I can no longer do them. And basically what is happening, and I did not know this, I wish I would have known this, and I don't know if this is just my area hospitals around here, if it's statewide, if it's nationwide, I don't know, but the hospital procedures state that an OB and an anesthesiologist has to be with you during your entire labor. Even though the midwife delivers the baby, an OB and an anesthesiologist has to be there from the second you get there. And apparently, my doctor does not want to do this anymore. So, I am screwed, basically. She also told me in a letter that most doctors don't do this anymore. They don't want to do VBACs anymore because of, I guess, the hospital policies, and there are a select few that do VBACs or do allow them, but it's few and far between. So basically, she's just, I know she's upset about it. I know this, but she works with this doctor, so she has to kind of go along with what he says. So I then proceeded to email my doula, because my midwife is a little more diplomatic. Like, she won't tell you the whole truth just because she wants to be neutral, but my doula will tell you what's what. I mean, she works with lots of doctors, she works with lots of midwives, she sees what's out there. So I told her I was so upset, and she called me like right away, and we talked, and she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, like the day before you texted or you emailed me, I had spoken to your midwife, and she was telling me, and apparently this doctor has been considering not doing VBACs for quite a while. And had they had told me this, we could have made plans. Here I am 22 weeks pregnant without a doctor or midwife. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, it's crazy. And I mean, I had signed a contract and everything. We've paid half of the bill so far, and I'm just beside myself. Like, I don't know what the heck we're gonna do. So anyway, my doula was just kind of giving me options, and she said that there's really only one OB that she knows of that she would trust to be there for a VBAC. And this particular doctor is like in Fort Lauderdale, which is an hour from here. And at this hospital, I just don't think we can do it. Like, even if she would take me, because I'm 22 weeks along, it's an hour, at least an hour away. And I mean, I have to go to all my appointments there, and I don't know if we can do that. And then, you know, I just don't, my head's gonna explode, literally. It's going to explode. Like, I can't handle this. And then she told me that she really thinks that I'd be a good candidate for home birth with a midwife. And she knows plenty, you know, not plenty, but a few that will do a VBAC. And, you know, my husband and I had talked about home births. We didn't really talk in depth about it, because we were kind of like, no, I don't think so. The reason being is because of what happened with my last birth, and just the trauma and everything that went along with it. And I know every birth is different. I mean, logically, I know that. But when you go through an 83-hour labor, mostly, I mean, maybe 5 hours of it was medicated toward the end. When you go through all of that and then end up with a C-section, it's just like, it just does something to your mind completely. So we're afraid. I mean, we're scared. We don't, you know, I mean, honestly, we're like maybe 5-10 minutes from the hospital, which is really good. But I don't know. I think we are leaning towards at least meeting with a midwife about it. Or, I mean, we have an appointment with my current midwife on Monday. So, I mean, she's willing. She wants to talk to us too about our options. She used to do home births, but the doctor she's with now won't let her do them. Nice, huh? So, I don't understand how a bunch of doctors can tell you, or hospital bureaucracy, I mean, how they can tell you, oh, major abdominal surgery with spinals and all of this stuff is a lot safer than a VBAC. What? I mean, I'm sorry, I can't grasp that. I can't. I don't understand it. And to me, it comes down to money. They want their money. They don't want to spend the time. They don't, you know, for a doctor to go into the hospital and sit there and wait for the whole thing to be over with and just go home. I guess that they just don't want to do it, you know? I don't know. But it's infuriating. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. So now I'm complicating things even more by doing more research on VBACs and C-sections and mortality rates and this and that, and it's like scaring the bejesus out of me, because now I'm seeing all this stuff on uterine ruptures and 1%, and yeah, 1%, and you don't think that's a lot, but that's 1 in 100. That's not a lot. So that's kind of freaking me out, and I really don't want a C-section. It's like, I don't know what to do. I honestly feel like just at a loss. It's just heartbreaking. You know, I mean, I can't go back in time and change what happened the last time, because it happened. But, and I keep saying, oh, well, I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with that C-section and what happened, but I'm really not. I'm not okay with it. And now it's complicating things for this pregnancy. It's just a never-ending thing that you can't forget about. You can't, because it just changes the course of everything. you know. And then, oh yeah, another thing, you know, if I were to have an emergency C-section for whatever reason, my insurance would pay for it. Well, I'd still have a deductible, but if I elect to have a C-section, even though they're strong-arming me into having one and pretty much telling me I don't have a choice, it's out of pocket completely. So yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I can't just tell the insurance company, hey, you know, nobody down here will do a VBAC. What do I do? You know, you guys, are you going to pay for it? Oh, I'm sorry, no. I mean, it's just, it's messed up. Truly and completely messed up. And I need to pray about it. And my husband and I, you know, we were talking about the home birth thing and like, well, what if something happens? But you know what? You can say that with a C-section. If we went in to do a C-section and God forbid something happened to me or the baby, we would say, oh, we should have just did the home birth. Why didn't we do that? I mean, and vice versa, if we did a home birth and something happened, we would say, why didn't we just do a C-section? This wouldn't have happened. So at some point you have to make your decision, make peace with it, give it to God, and just whatever happens, you have to deal with it. Because nobody knows what's going to happen. So, that's my story. I'm going to probably talk to my doula again this evening and let her know, you know, kind of which way we're leaning, because we have to make a choice soon. And then Monday, I'm meeting with my midwife, and I just really need to not get him. I mean, I'm gonna get emotional. Stop it. And I'm not even gonna want to look at this doctor. Like, I'm not even gonna want to make eye contact if I cross him in the halls, because it's just, I'm gonna want to hit him, like, honestly. Because you know what I'm thinking? Like, he made this contract with me, and probably who knows how many other women. He should have, you know, said, okay, from this day forward, we're not going to sign up for any more VBACs, but we're going to take care of those women that we promised. No, he didn't do that. I mean, I could have been 37, 38 weeks pregnant, and he could have done this. Like, there probably are women who this is happening to, that are that far along and have no choice but to have a C-section. It's devastating, and they don't even care that what they're doing. They don't care. I mean, it's just, I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. So anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to bring all this negativity into the blogs, but I needed to talk about it. And if anybody else went through this, I'm there with you, and I completely understand. So, okay. I will keep you guys informed. And I'm going to get that, my pregnancy vlog up. It's a 2-week pregnancy vlog. And first I had the computer issues. Now I have conversion software issues. We had to find a new program. So, oh my goodness. One thing after another. Okay. Bye guys. Thank you so much for listening.